Are you in twin flame separation and going through a deep soul depression? Are you going through what feels like an existential crisis? Are all your pain, traumas, insecurities, issues around codependency and abandonment all bubbling to the surface all at once? This could be because you're going through the twin flame dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is that deep spiritual depression where everything, every pain and every trauma from this life and past lives comes up at once. And we have to get through it. We have to purge it. This is probably the hardest stage of your spiritual journey. And this can happen just in a regular spiritual journey. It doesn't have to be your twin flame journey. But when it comes to your twin flame, it's centered around your heart. It's centered around the issues around your abandonment wound, your rejection wound, your feelings of unworthiness. It all stems from there. And this is the stuff that we need to clear in order to come to a place of self-love. And we can only come into union with our twin if we come into union with ourselves. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. That's the thing with Dark Night of the Soul. It's there for a reason. And that's what I want to speak on today. I don't want to go too much into the dark side of it. I'll explain a little bit about that. I'm going through my own Dark Night of the Soul at the moment. It's not my first one, but it's my easiest one, which is a good sign because it means that I have cleared an awful lot. But when you're in the depths of the Dark Night of the Soul, it's like there's no way out. There's no light. There's nothing. And it's like literally all your pain, all of it, all of your past trauma, your childhood trauma, your abuse from past relationships, all your insecurities, your codependency issues, all bubbles up to the surface all at once. And this is because of the hard awakening that happens within twin flame connections. It's literally your heart has to break to open. It has to break open. And this is painful. This is really painful. It feels like heartache. It feels like heartbreak. It's absolutely horrendous. But when we're going through this, and the heaviness, this is the part of the dark night that's really fucking difficult. It's so fucking heavy. And you're emotional all the time. Like it's like PMS tenfold. You know, or if you're not, obviously if you're not a woman, it's like having a psychological hangover tenfold, the beer fear. It's literally like you can't get out of it. And this is the thing, like, you know, no matter how awakened you are or how far along in your spiritual journey, when you're in that depths of that darkness, you don't even see a way out. You know there is one. That's still there within you, but you don't see it. And you're like, you just kind of, it's like you've given up. It's like you have this energy of lethargy all the time and you're really tired. I'm fucking wrecked at the moment. Do you know, and that's obviously because of the emotional purging. I'm emotionally drained. But like, it's like you have no will to move forward, no will to do anything, no motivation. Everything just seems hard. And literally anything could trigger you. Like literally you could cry at the bat of an eyelid. It's just, that's what's going on. But this is all here for a reason. It's showing you what you need to heal. And you know, I've been through this Dark Night of the Soul a few times and I've gone through this shit so many times. But thankfully, this is a weird part of this one. And like normally when I go through symptoms, the collective is going through symptoms as well. So a lot of you might be going through the same kind of dark night that I'm going through, which is different from the last ones, which obviously is a good sign because it means they're getting easier. It's like I'm going through it, but I'm outside myself. And I know that sounds weird. Like what I mean is, for the first time, I don't believe any of the past wounds anymore, which is beautiful. But I'm still feeling them, and that's horrible. The actual, you know, even no matter how healed you are, or you know that the light is there, or you know you're on the verge of something great, you still feel all of it. And that's the thing with healing. We heal in layers, and we have to actually feel shit again to release it. And I know that sounds so fucking weird. We actually have to break our hearts again to open. And that's fucked up because the pain is so fucking real. It's so real. And it's so hard to get out of that. But there is a light. And this is all for a reason. This is what I want to talk about today. The beauty within the Dark Night of the Soul. There is beauty to be found in there. I know that's hard to fucking believe, but there is beauty within it. Why? Because you get to dig deep. You get to dig deep under all those layers of conditioning, all that pain and trauma, get rid of that shit once and for all, and discover your true self. And that's the beauty in the Dark Knight, is there is a reason for it. And it's not just for twin flame union, it's for the union within yourself. It's for that love within yourself, to find who you truly are, or remember who you truly are, and discover why, or remember why you're here. Because we all, like, this is the thing, we come to this planet with spiritual amnesia. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I believe that when we're babies and toddlers, we actually have that remembrances, we have that knowledge of our past lives, but because of the way we grew up, or our parents, or that society, all this kind of stuff, we forget. It's suppressed. So we have to kind of re-remember all this shit, like re-remember why we're here, re-remember, love. Because this is it. The whole objective of twin flames connections is unconditional love. To find that unconditional love within yourself first by opening your heart, and then you can spread that love to this planet. And that's it. Like, we've been living in this fucked up system of greed, hate, lack. People are settling for security, marrying somebody they don't even fucking love because they're told this is what you should do. Love has disappeared on this planet because of the fucking system. And we're here to show that love can be found again. And not just romantic love. Love for oneself and love for everything around you. And that's the beauty of Dark Night of the Soul. And I know anytime I've gone through any of these Dark Nights of the Soul, I come out more heart open, bigger and brighter than I ever was. And I discover more parts of myself. You know what I mean? And this is the beauty of it. Like, lately, this Dark Night of the Soul is as I said, different for me. And it's like I'm outside looking in. It's very weird. But also, I can't concentrate. I just can't concentrate on anything. And normally when I can't concentrate on anything, I'll watch a chick flick or, some kind of a movie that'll make me laugh. Just to kind of, as a bit of a distraction. I can't even concentrate on distractions. That's how, I think, the reason for that is because I'm being pushed forward quicker. So a lot of the time we go through Dark Night of the Soul, or we go through a depression, we distract. We avoid those feelings. We avoid everything. And it takes longer to come out of it. Whereas, like, literally, the universe is not even letting me distract right now. It's literally saying to me, sit in silence and get through this purge. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm literally having open dialogue is beautiful. Talk to yourself. Talking to yourself is not crazy. Ask yourself how you're feeling. Why do you feel this? What do you need to release? And, it's beautiful. That's the beauty of this Dark Night of the Soul. You get to rediscover parts of yourself long forgotten. You're getting, when we have trauma, when we have pain, our whole life really is revolving around that because it's all we've ever known. So to be able to shed that layer after layer after layer and discover your true self, that's magic. That's fucking magic. And that's why it's so important to get through this. Like, we have a choice. This is the thing. We have free will choice. And the Dark Night of the Soul is it's like your initiation process. It's your test. It's your test of your endurance. It's asking you, are you going to fight through this pain and trauma to release it once and for all, to become your enlightened, full, best version self? Or are you going to give up? And I was reading more information about this morning, and a lot of the time, people do give up. That they do go back to that old life. They go for that regular, mediocre relationship. They go for the mundane circle of life. They go back into the system. And that's tough. Because, to be quite honest with you, no matter how dark the Dark Night of the Soul is, it's not as dark as the existence I was living in my past. You know what I mean? To be going from one toxic relationship to the next, to live in, I was partying every weekend, to literally just survive for alcohol or abuse. That was my life. And to ever, that's the scary bit. No matter how dark the Dark Night of the Soul is, I could not go back to that old life. And I would sooner stay in a Dark Night of the Soul continuously for the rest of my life than go back to that. That's how fucking, how sure I am that this is better than that. It's better to purge. It's better to release that trauma. It's better to fucking cry. It's better to be in pain to see yourself actually purge this than it is to be in that cycle of mundane, same shit, everyday stuff. So this is it. Like, you know, this is what I'm trying to say in this video is don't let the darkness bring you backwards. Use it as fuel to push you forward. This is happening for a reason. And you know, my journey has been long and it's frustrating. And you get to the stage, you keep getting to the stage, you keep getting up and up and up, and then you hit a fucking another roadblock or another lesson and you're like, when is it ever going to end? When am I going to get my mountaintop, in a sense? But I know it's worth it. You know, deep down, I know it's worth it. And like, I'm pushing forward every single day and I'm a better version of myself every day, even through the depths of this darkness. And I'm not giving up. I've come too fucking far to give up. And so have you. You've come too far to give up. You know what I mean? We've come through so much already. Don't let it weaken you. Don't let it make you go back down. Use it as your fuel. Use it as your fire. Use it to just bring you back to life. Know that this is all for a reason. Can you imagine what it will feel like when we bury stuff, right? Oh my God, this is what we fucking do. We bury our emotions. We bury our trauma. We bury it deep down within us. This is like a volcano that wants to erupt. A pressure cooker. You know, it's ready to fucking explode. It really is. Living your life in that kind of tension is disgusting. You're always, this weight is on you continuously, consistently. Whereas when you get through this dark night of the soul, you will feel so much lighter. Oh my God, that heaviness, if you're going through back pain or anything, shoulder pain, all of that will lift. This is your emotions. Like when I go, I'll describe a few physical symptoms actually for a minute. Your emotions will come through in physical symptoms. So you're going to have your heart aches, you're going to have chest pain, you're going to have tummy issues due to trapped emotions, so trapped wind, that's your trapped emotions. Shoulder pain, that's heavy burden, or your higher heart chakra, you know what I mean, and upper back pain, your higher heart chakra. This is all to do with your heart. This is what it is. It's all to do with your heart and it's all to do with your emotions. But you're literally living your whole life like this fucking pressure cooker that's ready to fucking explode. But because you're not going to face your emotions, it's literally fucking, it's fucking heavy. And when we don't face them, that pressure cooker will explode eventually in unhealthy ways like anger, substance abuse, addictions, codependencies in other relationships, all this kind of stuff. Take the fucking lid off and empty that shit. This is what the dark night of the soul is for. You are literally getting the chance. And like, it's the backpack analogy I've done before. You literally have a backpack full of rocks on your fucking back from everything that you fucking buried deep within it. So even though dark night of the soul is hard and you have to take out each rock one by one and face it, feel it, and the pain is fucking nasty. But you know what you get to do then? You get to throw that fucking rock away. And then you get the next one and you throw that away and you throw that away and you throw it. Then the fucking backpack gets fucking emptied. And you feel 10 stone fucking lighter because you've purged those things, right? So this is what it's for. You're doing it for you. You're doing it so you can eventually or finally love you the way you truly deserve to be loved. You get to unconditionally love yourself and love everything around you and everyone around you. That's the beauty of this transition. This is your transformation into your best self, your most loving self. And when you come into that union within yourself, you can then come into union with your twin flame. But if you don't do that healing, if you want to go back to that matrix system, you cannot come closer to your twin, or you can't come close to your purpose either, because you're choosing a path out of alignment with your soul. This is painful. This purge, this release, it's painful, but it's all for something more magical to enter. And that's the thing, right? When it comes to whether it's physical things or your emotions, you need to release this stuff to make room for bigger and better to enter. You cannot receive extra if you're blocked full of trauma. You just can't. So this is the whole beauty of Dark Night of the Soul, is you get to open your heart fully. You get to give and receive love the way you are supposed to. You know what I mean? And then you get to have that divine relationship. You get to be in that divine loving relationship because you already are in a divine loving relationship with yourself. And this is the thing, your twin mirrors you as well. So when you love yourself, you're technically sending that love to your twin as well. And they will love themselves equally as well. So all your healing will help them and will give them the strength to get through as well. So understand, any kind of separation is an illusion. You're always connected on the 5D. And think of it this way, you know, you can have separation with your twin and still be in contact a little bit. And the healing is going on, it's happening. But I think that in separation with your twin and there's zero contact, this is when the deep fucking healing is happening. So, you know, if you're worried that there's no contact or that, because we go through that shit as well. And, oh my God, on top of Dark Night of the Soul, we go through the insecurities of them not fucking responding or them not, do they like me anymore? Did I do something wrong? Am I not good enough? Are they going to choose me? All this kind of shit is coming through your head as well. This ego fucking soul battle, all of it, all at once. But understand that if there's no contact at all, use this time wisely. Use it to get yourself through your dark night of the soul. Use it to purge your trauma and know that this is the final hurdle. That's what it is. It's the final hurdle. And that's the thing, like, there's different waves of twin flames. So anyone on the same wave as me will be going through something similar at the moment. So you know yourself if this is the same kind of dark night of the soul you've always had, or is it that little bit different? Do you know what I mean? Like, and this one thing about this dark night of the soul is, as I said, it's like I'm outside myself. I don't believe any of my traumas anymore. So I do believe that they're going for the last time. Thank fuck. It's been a fucking while of resurfacing this fucking healing, of fuck's sake. But also, I don't have doubts. You get me? Like, usually when I'm going through dark night of the soul, everything goes to shit. So, like, I end up doubting everything about my future, about my twin flame connection, about everything. Because all my shit from the past comes up and, like, it's like, literally, I can't move forward. I can't see a way forward. But with this one, I'm still feeling all the pain and trauma for it to release. But I haven't lost faith, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why it's the easiest dark night I've been in, because I'm not hopeless. That's the thing. Don't get me wrong, with the dark night of the soul, there is that feeling of hopelessness all the time. But I'm not feeling fear about my future anymore. That's the change in this one. Is that I still believe that union is going to happen. I'm not afraid because of ghosting or anything that I know that this is all for something bigger to enter. I know my future is coming. I know everything that I want is literally coming into manifestation as we speak. And that's the weird part, because, like, I've got loads coming up at the moment and I'm really excited about it, but yet I'm going through dark night of the soul, so I'm kind of going, oh my God, it's so hard. But yeah, you get me. So, like, what I'm saying is kind of don't lose faith. And if you're going through the same kind of thing that I'm going through, you're going to know that this is kind of the last one. This is the last one. Shit is going to get real. Like, things are happening and you are going to come into union with your twin. I can just fucking feel this energy coming. This hard work is not for nothing. This is to open your heart fully so that you can accept unconditional love into your life and to love yourself unconditionally as well. So trust this process. Trust that all this separation or the lack of contact is for you to fucking heal. If you're triggered, if you're emotional, that means you got something to heal. Anytime that any kind of emotion comes up, ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? What do I need to release? What do I need to heal? Any time anger comes up, ask yourself, what is this showing me? What do I need to release? What do I need to heal? This is all for you to prepare yourself for that divine love that is about to enter your life. So trust the process. The beauty in the dark night of the soul is that you get to discover your true self. You get to discover what unconditional love really is. And you get to find your purpose on this planet. So literally all this purging, this excavating of all this shit is to show you your best version of self and to bring you into your best life and to bring you into divine union with your twin. So magic happens at the end of the dark night of the soul. So you have a choice. Get through the darkness to go into the light and the rainbows, or give up now and go back to darkness and black and white and mundane and the matrix and all that shit. Do you know? Because, like, in fairness, no matter how dark night the dark night of the soul is, it's not half as fucking dark as thinking about going back to your old life. No. So use it as your fuel to move forward. Use it as your push to discover who you truly are. And this will bring you, and like, detach from the outcome. Do this for you. This is the most important thing. Do it for you. And that's when the union will come in quicker with your twin. If you keep doing it for something outside yourself, it's going to delay things. You're doing this for you, to open your heart so that you can feel that love and receive the love that you so truly deserve. So just keep going. You've got this. We can get through it. We can get through this. You've gotten so far already. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You can do this. You can get through this. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. This is all for a reason. There is beauty to be found at the end of this dark night of the soul. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path.